So, my love, pass me this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You took your medicine this morning?
Huh?
You took your medicine?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Poole actually came into our care in September. He's been in the social service system pretty much all of his life.
I've been in Bethesda all my life. When I went to Pinecrest, they looked at that and told me you don't need to be in this facility like this all your life.
So you've been in transition since 2014. So it's been about, what, three years that you've been working on your case plan to get in here? How did it feel whenever they told you were getting out of Pinecrest?
I was happy
Yeah, why were you happy?
because I don't want to be in there with all the people around there.
In an institution setting, it's a lot more limited. A lot of times they're inside of dorms that have sometimes even 10, 12 people. They live by a schedule. They have to be up at a certain time, go to the cafeteria at a certain time. Because of that, there's a lot less freedom. What's your favorite thing about having your own apartment?
I do. I get to go when I want to.
Okay. What else can you do in here that you couldn't do at Pinecrest?
Sleep late.
Sleep late? What time do you have to be up at Pinecrest?
We have to be up at 7 in the morning.
What time do you wake up here now?
If I want to. All the time I get up and get ready for work
What time are you ready for work?
at 6.
My job as a 811 case manager is to make sure that they maintain their housing stability. With our individuals who've been in an institution, this is a new experience to them. So things that we take for granted, like paying rent, talking with the landlord, these are things that are foreign to them. So we just try to teach them how to become a normal resident, just like anybody who's renting.
With the 811 PRA program, HUD has said that we are to assist people at 30% of the area median income and below. The 811 Project Rental Assistance Program serves people with disabilities. We serve people that are exiting institutions, people that are experiencing homelessness, and we provide rental assistance and supportive services so people can live independently in the community.
Any of those families that may come from an institution, we want to make sure that we get the notifications out to the institutions beforehand. New Horizons Management is a for-profit entity. Our portfolio consists of currently about 23, 24 100% low-income housing tax credit developments. The company as a whole, we do the development side as well as manage the properties. We're used to taking our own applications, processing our own verifications. We're used to doing all of that ourselves, so then to have someone else to take the application, talk to someone about referring them, and then setting up appointments. We just didn't know how that would work, and it worked fine because once we realized that you all had a waiting list, and you were steady flowing those people to us, so we didn't have to wait on you. We just had to make the system work, do what it was designed to do. So I was impressed with that.
For clientele like Mr. Poole, sometimes they need assistance with things like cooking, with basic house cleaning, and that's where the 811 case manager and their community care workers, we work together to try to teach him how to do those things in whatever capacity that he can. He might not be able to cook a full-course meal, but we can teach him how to use the microwave, to make coffee, try to equip him with as many skills as we can within their own limitations.
Our communities, our affordable housing communities, are designed for anyone who meet the income and rent requirements. But we knew that we were dealing with the disabled and we didn't want to mess up. We knew that there were support services, but we were thinking on the onset that we had to provide those support services in addition to our community service. And they're like, well, where are we going to get, how are we going to do this? Well, what training are we going to get here? When we were educated that, no, these support services come with these families.
So the risk of accepting our participants isn't any different than the risk of accepting a market rate renter. In fact, I think the risk is less, because we want property management companies to let us know at the first sign of any type of problem. We can step in and mediate whatever the problem is. With a renter that doesn't have any supportive services, you don't have anybody like that to reach out to.
I think that you guys seeing Mr. Poole is a good example.
Yes.
The idea is, he comes from an institution, how's he gonna do inside of a home? But I mean, with a little bit of help, he's just another guy.
I make Christmas tree books to sell for money.
This is a partnership because we can't do any of this without owners and property management companies. They are the key to the equation of permanent supportive housing. Without the housing, you can have all the services and the rental assistance, but you don't have that home for those participants to live in.
I think being in their own home provides them really with a sense of self-worth and accomplishment, and that really gives them a sense of involvement inside of the community. You know, he is a resident here at Pecan Ridge, and that just does wonders for a person.
You gave me off because we had a fish fry.
Day off because Good Friday.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to see that programs like this, like if the right person can get the right supports, not only can they succeed in their environment, but they can really thrive. And that's what Mr. Poole is doing here at Pecan Ridge. Like, he's thriving in his environment, and he's just enjoying living a life like you and me.
Well, now we need fertilizer. I got two vegetables, one for me and one for you.
Okay.
Then we get our fertilizer, we're gonna go.
Where's it at?